And just like that, we should be back in good to go. Here we go. We're back. It's working. I'm not me, but I'm signed in. How weird is that? How stupid is this system? Why?
Oh my goodness, someone has just subscribed for 6 months. They must have plenty of diamonds. Thank you.
Whoa, Teddy Legend Gaming throwing his diamonds around there, subscribing for 6 months. Thank you very much and welcome back, peeps. Welcome back. Thank you for your patience there. I do apologise. It's not my fault. It was definitely someone else's. Absolutely, 100% was someone else. Probably Prowl's fault, since he seems to get blamed for everything at the moment. So yes, definitely not my fault. Peepity peeps and poopity poops.
No way. You subscribed for 3 months? I can't believe it.
Jeez, didn't even get a chance to stand on my balcony and say hello to you all at the beginning of the stream. I'll just start again now. Master of None with many, many numbers instead of letters in his name has subscribed for 3 months with Amazon Prime. Thank you very much. 6 months sub already, said Tele Legends Gaming. Sorry, I missed that. And Sweep was taken, subscribed with Amazon Prime as well. Thank you very much for all of your many subscribings. Now, where were we? Let's start again. Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video by me. No. Right, yeah, well, we're streaming. Okay, so, peeps, today I only went and did it, didn't I? I only went and blimey did it. I only went and did it, look, I finished me wall. I finally finished me wall. I can't believe I finished me wall. He's completely 100% finished that wall. All the way down to the end, every single bit of it's done. Jeezy flips, that's what we're going to do in today's live stream, and I finished it. Oh.
Just think, if you had not been wasting your time subscribing to this channel, you could have had a baby by now. Thank you for 9 months.
That is very true. Sinwalker subscribing for 9 months. Have you changed your name? Because I don't remember it. I don't recognise it. But thank you very much. Hanku there sharing 200 bits. Amazing. Wow. So end of the stream lens instead of do. No, we got other things to do. Because. If we notice over here, there are minor, improvements to the outside area that just make it look a little bit more alive, a little bit less flat and boring. And we're going to do that around the other sides as well. If we fly around the rest of this thing, I haven't done any around anywhere else. We also need to do a little bit of terrain variation in terms of height and stuff, so it doesn't look too flat. And then internally, what I'm thinking is, around the inside of the wall, we probably want a sort of path, a little bit like this one, that goes around the outside, and then there'd be plots for where the buildings and things are inside of those. And these are all the shulker boxes I've been using for building this thing. The next part of the video I'm currently recording, I'm going to be building a little storage hut over here, so I've actually got somewhere to put stuff rather than keep moving it around all the time. So those are the plans. So the plan to start with is to get a bed, because we want to be able to sleep when it's night time, because I keep getting blown up, mate. And we want some bone meal and some saplings, and that's pretty much it, really. So grab ourselves a bit of bone, mate, and some saplings, please. Saplings, plus, bruh. Saplings, bruh. Oh, I only got 3 saplings, plus, bruh. Oh, jeez. Many, many lanterns. We'll take some oak leaves. We'll take one of those, because I'm good at dying. Might as well have it on us, just to get on your nerves while we're streaming. Looks good, doesn't it, with it being sat there on the screen like that? Amazing. Right then. Puppy cam when, says Nzgerberg. Well, whenever you want. As soon as someone redeems it, you can have it. Speaking of which, I actually need to turn that back on again, because that isn't automatic when I do my streams. No sneaking, you. No sneaking. Hey, stop looking. Stop looking at all my stuff, mate. Is it going to work? That's on. Yes. Good. Puppy cam. It's working. Yes, mini. Okay. Puppy cam is ready and available should it be requested. Puppy cam has been requested. I better press the button then, don't I? Oh, I've got to find my buttons all again now on my stream deck. There we go. Boom. Puppy cam on. It's hiding behind boss cap, but don't worry about it. It'll come up in a minute. You will see Sleepy Puppy, that is ginormous puppy now as well. She's getting so big. It's ridiculous. Right. Foxy, when's Mr. Onion streaming? Very, very soon, Lofty. I will admit to you all today, I'm not going to hide it from you, because I think mental health is really important, something we should all be aware of and discuss and share and communicate. I have been rather down in the dumps the last couple of weeks. I've been feeling not very good at all. I've been feeling very lethargic, very just unhappy. But not unhappy like I'm miserable or anything like that. Just not my usual go get 'em like ready to go all the time self. I've been a little bit struggling to get motivated, a little bit feeling pressured and stressed, and because of that I've been putting things like the Mr. Onion streams off because I don't want to do that in a bad frame of mind. You know, I need to engage properly when I'm going to do things like that, otherwise it just won't be very good. And I think the thing that really highlighted it for me was actually my last stream that I did. It was all right for about the first hour, but I just felt really negative for the sort of the second hour or so of it. And I realised at that point I needed to step back for a few days, focus on something that wasn't Minecraft or truly Bedrock, which is why I've been messing about so much with add-ons and just getting my head into a different frame of mind, really. And I feel like I'm pretty much back to normal now. I'm still struggling a little bit just because time always seems to be running out. But I'm pretty sure I'm on my way back to it. Well, it didn't help that I got rammed into the back of my car the other day, and I've had a sore neck all week as well, which doesn't help. Makes you feel very uncomfortable when you've got a sore neck. It doesn't hurt. It's just awkward and uncomfortable, which is not ideal. Just missed a subscription there. Arena Lisa Erin has subscribed for 3 months saying, "We love you, Foxy." Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I know you're always all there for me, and I might not always share things as it's happening, but I always keep you up to date as what's going on. Been there myself, says TJ. Yeah. I used your channel to help. Well, good. Well, that's good. Thank you. Well, everyone else can wait except Lofty, says Joe. Anything we can do, Lofty, says Lofty. Just a little bit of patience, that's all. And I know I keep asking you to be patient, and you have been ridiculously patient. So, it will happen very, very soon, I promise. I'm feeling... I almost thought about doing it today, to be honest with you, but I know I just wanted to just have my next... or this stream, it was my next at the time when I was thinking about it, just back a little bit more down to earth and normal, talking to you guys the way I normally do. I didn't want to over-egg it with other stuff going on, you know. Jesse B says, "Much love always to the Fox Man." Thank you very much, Jesse B. Elven Dragon says, "Not good, Foxy. Glad to know I'm not the only one who's been feeling off and down the past week." I don't know whether it's a weather thing, the time of year. I don't know. It's weird how these things sort of catch up with you a little bit, really, isn't it? And before you know it, you have one day feeling a little bit sort of off, and then before you know it, you're just sort of down in the dumps, and you don't know why. And there's not a lot you can do about it at that point.
Oh my goodness! Someone has
Unfortunately,
just
you've got plenty of people around me that
subscribed for 5
help
months.
and,
I cannot
dig
believe
me
it.
out. Real deal pick there. Oh, speaking of the real deal pick, I need to click a couple of buttons for you, my friend, and make you a moderator, just like I did rotated earlier in the stream. Welcome, my new moderators. Please say hello. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one, but anyway, let's not get bogged down with all that mental health rubbish. Let's crack on. Let's do some placing leaves and growing trees and all that funky good stuff that I always get told I'm doing wrong, but I don't care. I don't care at all, mate.
Oh my goodness, someone has just subscribed for 6 months. They must have plenty of diamonds. Thank you.
Ben Creole, subscribing for 6 months with Amazon Prime. By the way, the Real Deal Pick said, "Thanks for all your hard work." You're welcome. I didn't read that out. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Ben Creole, very much. It's a name I haven't seen for a while. It's a name that's been around my community for a long, long time, that. Ben Creole. I'm probably saying it wrong, but I recognise that name, I do. I recognise it. I've seen it before, mate. Shep's here saying, "Are you bushing it up?" I'm doing my best. Have you ever seen We Rate Dogs? You should post a picture of Nelly too. It says Nisberg. I have heard of it. People keep telling me about it on Instagram. I don't like things like that where you're comparing people and like it's judging people based on what they looks like. I know it's about dogs, but it's the same sort of thing. I don't think anything should be judged in that way. I don't agree with beauty contests or anything like that, because it just breeds bad health and bad, again, mental health as well, especially if you've got parents that sort of pushing you into that sort of thing, or, you know, dog owners that are really strict with how their dogs are and behave and stuff like that, like the gymkhana stuff with horses. I think that sort of stuff where you're pushing horses through or any animals through difficult things in order to train them to act in a way that is not natural for them. I just don't agree with. So yeah, I shall not be uploading Nellie's photo to rate my dog or whatever it is. But thank you. Foxy, you're great, as are all your videos. If you felt you need a few days off, we understand. Thank you, King of the Railroad. Thank you. Yeah, I just needed a few days off Minecraft, I think, more than anything. Just a few days to just reflect a little bit. JCB's here. Hello, JCB. Having a new puppy as well is a big change to the lifestyle. That's taken a bit of getting used to. Everything's obviously up in the air and things are changing all the time. I've also been back to do like real life work a couple of days as well the last couple of weeks, which I don't really enjoy. So that's another reason for being down in the dumps, having to do actual real work. Ugh. Let's hope that doesn't last too much longer. Would you ever start a podcast? I already got one, Dodge Viper. I don't really use it too much now because yeah, basically everything I want to talk about, I started it as a means to be able to get things off my chest about Minecraft and some stuff personally, but mainly Minecraft.
For 2 months in a row. Look.
Thank you, somebody whose name I wouldn't even begin to know how to pronounce, subscribing for 2 months, saying, loved your content, Foxy. Your videos and streams are amazing. I love how you explain the process you do to create your farms. Well, thank you. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Yeah, what was I saying then? Something about, podcast. Yeah, I started it as a way to get sort of Minecraft stuff off my chest, particularly like when I was frustrated with bugs and what Mojang were doing, stuff like that. But to be honest with you, I've chilled out quite a lot on all of that stuff recently. I'm not so much bothered by the bugs these days as I was, and a lot of the really horrible bugs that they were have been fixed and sorted out. So I tend to just sort of get things off my chest in live streams now more than anything. I think that's sort of my go-to thing to discuss and to talk about things. And the good thing about live streams is that I can get direct feedback while it's happening. We can adjust the flow of the conversation while I'm talking, because obviously you guys are there chatting as well. So I love the podcast. I would love to do a weekly podcast. I'd love to be involved in like a proper podcast, but it's again more time that I never seem to have any of, and no one's invited me to do one, so you know. I use your mini blocks and mob heads, but now with the new armor stand on, and you made my creative building world is more complete. Well, thank you very much, Jerry Plays. JCB there saying, hi Foxy, glad you're feeling better now. Sounds like you burnt out a bit. Kind of. Yeah, yes and no. I don't like the word burnout as such. I wasn't fed up with Minecraft. I just couldn't get myself into a frame of mind mentally to feel like recording videos, because I was just feeling really down. I felt really emotionally sad, not very happy with myself at the time and stuff like that. So it wasn't so much Minecraft burnout as more just being in a bit of an emotional funk for no reason. I think these things just happen sometimes from time to time. Maybe that's what burnout is. Maybe I've misunderstood what burnout means, but to me burnout is I've played too much Minecraft and I ain't got many more ideas. So yeah. Raised Wrath says, a combo of possible shielding again, massive workload and busy home life had me feeling very same way lately, Foxy. Remember to look after yourself, and if you need time, then take time. The community will always be here after. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. It's nice to know that you guys are with me and that you'll stand by me. I always think that you will, but it's nice to hear it. It's nice to hear it. Well, it's a bit of a short tree, innit? It's a bit squat, that one. You need a lantern, mate. Please have lantern. Thank you, bruh. Just saw your custom armor stand video. Zloy would go crazy once it gets to Truly Bedrock. There's a little bit of a problem bringing that pack to Truly Bedrock. We're actually having a meeting tonight, Truly Bedrock meeting. We have them a couple of times a month. I think it's 10 p.m. And I'm going to bring up discussing bringing the additions to mini blocks and armor stands and the mob heads to that. Obviously with the mini blocks and the armor stands being able to be positioned and rotated and stuff like that now, and scaled as well. The problem with the armor stand one is Dan Rob's Probs on request built the first armor stands mod for us, and it's great and it works really well. But if I overwrite that pack with my new pack, all of the armor stand adjustments people have done already will probably disappear. So it's a bit of a problem adding that on Truly Bedrock. They're not compatible packs. So I don't know if we'll be able to get the armor stand one on here, because a lot of people have already got fancy armor stands doing fancy things. But certainly the mini blocks heads and the mob heads, the micro blocks, sorry, and the mob heads, I can't see why we wouldn't be able to add those on, unless anyone's got any major issues with it. Best Gaming saying, "Oop, Foxy ban. What have I done now?" Garcia there, subscribing for 1 month as well. Thank you very much. Who's banning what? No, bruh, says Hanko. I didn't say bruh. Drummy says, and you interact with the Discord quite a bit as well. You stretched and definitely need your mental health rejuvenation from time to time. Yes. Yes, many. It's often, I don't know whether you find this the same way, but I often find you don't realise things are happening until, so you just have a little pop. You just sort of pop, you get really angry and upset one day and you just shout at everybody, you shout at the world, and then the next day you're absolutely fine. That's generally how it goes with me, at least, anyway, which is probably not very nice for the person who I'm shouting at, but certainly gets it out of my system, which is which is nice. So apologies to the person who bore the brunt of my I'm not being very happy. Lofty says, course will be fine. Here, we'll be here for you, Foxy. I may go on about Mr. Run, but your health and well-being come first. Well, thank you, Lofty. Traz is saying, are you planning on creating your own tools and armor when the update comes out? It looks possible. I am. The map that I'm working on that keeps getting delayed, I'm now planning on delaying that even more, although I'm nowhere near finishing at the moment anyway, but I want to delay that even more because there is custom armor and weapons in that, so now I'll be able to actually make those properly, which would be really nice to be able to do that rather than relying on sort of glitchy hacks and doing it the way we used to do it. So yes, I'll be doing it for that. I've no interest in making like mod packs or modded add-ons. I like add-ons that enhance vanilla gameplay rather than giving you. I did my super chunk block world, but that was just sort of, I don't know, I just felt like I had a really nice idea that I wanted to put out there. But in terms of things like custom armor and weapons and all that sort of stuff and whatnot, and technology stuff, I'd like to do something like backpacks and custom crafting and things like that at some point, maybe even auto crafters, but I haven't got the time or the patience to deal with all that sort of stuff. And that's the sort of stuff you probably end up needing to just spend your life updating and working on and adding more to. So no, I like my vanilla based ones. Oh dear. It's a bit of a big tree, isn't it? What's JCB saying? Foxy says, bro, ironically, maybe he's a secret hipster. No! Don't say it. Drammy says, why do you think there is no face cam? You know he had a hipster mustache. Don't have hipster mustache. You got the hipster mustache. You make mob heads wearable after the update, says Egley. No! Oh man, I need to do a video to stop these questions. It's ridiculous. So, if you're not aware, right, in the new beta, Dan Robs Probs has done a video on it, but yeah, in the new beta, basically, they've made it so we can make custom shaped blocks, which technically, in inverted commas, means that you can create skulls or new skulls, retextured skulls. So everybody's going, I get so many, like in my Discord and in my comments, are you going to make new mini blocks that are actually blocks then you can put on your head? And the answer is, well, I may make the pack just to shut people up, but I'm certainly not going to be replacing what we've currently got. And I'll tell you why. Okay? We're gonna hop away from Truly Bedrock for a second. We're gonna go into a test world and I'm gonna show you why, okay? Please don't log me out of Minecraft. Please don't log me out of Minecraft. Right. I need to go to... have I got a world on here that's got mob heads on it? Let's make a new one. In fact, let's just install my latest version at mob heads. Or should I? What version of Minecraft am I playing? Oh no, it's okay, I can do that. Hold on with me a minute. Hang on. I'm nearly there. One moment, please. Puppy's using face cam as lacquer's compensation for face cam. A puppy cam. Oh, I've messed that up. Mobs. Mob heads. Okay. Creative. Normal. We'll put it on peaceful. Let's keep it always day. Let's put the weather cycle off and let's stop mob spawning because they're just getting in your way and make noises. And we need to add in Foxy mini blocks. Oh, it didn't. I could have come out of this. Start again. Hang on. I've got to start again because I just added the pack. Start again. Mob heads. Creative. Peaceful. Simulations distance down. Fire spreads off. Always day. Weather cycle. Mob spawning. Behavior packs. My packs. There we go. Foxy's mob heads. That should have done the resource pack as well. It has. Turn multiplayer off because I don't want you lot jumping in and helping me out. So, okay. I'm going to have to use your imagination a little bit here because I don't have a pack. The new beta pack thing. We're not in the beta at the minute, we're in vanilla. So we'll use our imagination a little bit, okay? Right, where's me Ravager? Where's me Ravager? There he is. Okay, right. So, my mob heads are absolutely amazing because you can put them on the ground, right? And look how I'm putting them on the ground. They're spun around in directions that are not cardinal directions. Now, I'm going to put down a loom, okay? Because it's got different sides to it. If I put a loom down and I stand at this angle, it goes straight on the block. If I put a loom down and I stand at this angle, it goes straight on the block. When you've got the custom mini blocks, let's say we made my blocks out of mini blocks instead of entities when the beta comes out, with a loom I can turn around and face it facing me. If it was a custom mini block and I turned around and it had it facing me, it wouldn't. It would still face the same direction as those. You can only place the heads in one direction. So let's say, right, let's get some stone brick, okay, and let's get an observer, okay. So let's say I wanted to decorate my wall with a mini block on the front of it and I wanted the head facing me. I wanted it to look at me, but it would only face that way. So I'd have to do it on the other side of the wall. I'd have to put it like there instead in order to do it, which is ridiculous. So I can't rotate it, I can't move it, I can't scale it, I can't push it about with pistons. Yes, I could put it on an armor standard on my head, but that is all I could do with it. With these, if we grab some dye, in fact, let's just clear my inventory. And we grab ourselves some dyes. Many, I don't want that one. Not that one, mate. Many, right? We can go really small, and we can go really big, and we can move them about, and we can rotate them, and we can move them about that way, and that way, and that way, and well, that one didn't rotate very nicely, but yeah, there's still work in progress. This pack's not ready yet, but yeah, I can't do that with actual blocks. I can only do that with entities. So my blocks, in my personal opinion, mate, are better than having them as actual blocks because I can do so much more with them. So, you know, why do you want them to be made out of blocks? You tell me. Because people keep asking me that question. You want a downgrade? Hey, I've got this really nice car Foxy No-Tail give me. Can you make it rubbish? Yeah, of course I can, mate. Yeah, no problem. No wonder you want to keep it like how you like it and then make it with them having on your head. Why do you need them on your head? Whenever, like, how often do you wear creepers on your head? I can't look, I'm not in creative now, but yeah, how often do you wear the available vanilla mob heads actually on your head? Why do you want them on your head? What? Why? I get why people want them on armor strands, but we can do that with the positioning. Dan talked about this issue in his video, but you could skip over that because of his constant giggling, lol, says Drummy. So now you know why it's completely pointless, okay? If I get any more people asking stupid questions about, am I going to turn it into blocks, then the answer's like, probably yes, just because people want it, and then they'll download it and go, oh, this is rubbish. And then, this isn't as good as the one on Java Edition. And then I shall point out, well, actually, if you download this one that's made of entities, mate, well, entities are laggy though, aren't they? Well, Jeez, you know, do you want your cake and eat it too, mate? Just some people, they're just never happy how they rotated our face. They're just never happy, Roth. Jeez. For decoration, your blocks are definitely better. I never put a head on
7
so
months?
pointless.
Are you
Says
kidding
Traz.
me?
I agree.
That is not possible. How you subscribe for that long?
7 months from Bartman. Thank you very much. Your mob heads are better. Thank you. Of course they are. Now, there's somebody speaking many, many senses, and I've just realised that I planted that tree down there and it's now attached to this one, which means that none of these leaves are going to despawn. So we need to separate these leaves. What's Hanku saying? Always the same reason. Hermitcraft does it, so I want it. I'm a sheep. I like to follow other people. I want it, what they've got. Why? I don't know. I just want it. Well, have you thought about why you want it? No, I just want it. Oh, okay. Have you tried not being a sheep, mate? No, I've always been a sheep. I like being a sheep. Good at being a sheep. Okay, fair dues. I'm not going to argue with him, mate. But can you please make it like Hermitcraft? Because it's the only way I've ever seen them, and this must be the best version, says Shep. Mine's better than Hermitcraft's one. It's better than Vanilla Tweaks, because you can do more with it. Technically, I'm not saying Vanilla Tweaks is bad, by the way. It's brilliant, but Java Edition's got its own limitations. Mine's better. Jazz No Go says, as long as you aren't a lemon sheep. Not Christopher Walken says, hey everyone, I just saw your latest video on YouTube. Foxy, I love your face so much, that pack is pure gold. You love my face? What's my face got to do with it? I'm so confused. Is that an error? Did you not mean to write that? Is that autocorrect messing things up? That's so weird. JCB, they're saying, Hermitcraft is rubbish. You only get player heads through PvP. Yeah, player heads is a whole different kettle of fish. Don't even get me started on player heads. That's kind of sort of a bit not really doable on Bedrock, but I'm going to make it work just for you guys because I do these things. Because I'm crackers and I've apparently got too much time on my hands. Want to do Minecraft Hardcore and it's an add-on, says GD Lover. Are you asking me if I want to do that, or are you saying you want to do that, or I'm very confused. Where's our cake, says Dobbs31. What cake? Jeez, you lot are very confusing. Cakes and I don't know, other things. Me, GD Lover, I would not ever want to do Minecraft Hardcore unless it was like one of those things that YouTubers do together for a bit of fun. Just because I die, I mean, I'd last 5 minutes. I don't even think I'd find a diamond before I was dead. I just die. I die too easily. I take silly risks I shouldn't take, and I'm not coordinated enough to get myself out of trouble. So it just ends up all going wrong. So yeah, it wouldn't be a fun experience. Let's put it that way. It would be. It wouldn't. Yeah, just not very good. Give me a lantern on the tree, please. Well, actually, it's the intellectual version of bruh, says Drummy. Well, actually, oh man, don't you start on the well actuallys. Get enough of those as well in the comments. Well, actually, no. All of these know-it-alls that know everything. Well, actually, no one cares. Don't be that person. Don't be the well, actually person. But you're that person, Foxy. Well, actually, oh jeez, yeah, I am. I know. Shut up. GD Lover, I hope you're not inviting people from my stream to go and play your game. That's a surefire way to find yourself kicked out of the back door before you can say, who's your mama skin. Come on, say it. Garage Joe saying, well, actually, it's only done when the person truly is speaking rubbish. Well, actually, Garage Joe. Do it, Blue Cat Eyes. Oh, you can't. You're not mod. So, do it. One of the mods. Just do it. I have many mods now. Many. I am rich in moderator. chuck me leaves about. Mitts has timed them out. Ha! That'll show him, Mitts. That'll show them, inviting people. Who do they think they are? Coming over here, inviting people. I don't know, the cheek of it. Who do they think? Social butterfly, that person. Ugh, Bayek, flip. It's just not cricket, is it? I don't go over to their stream and invite people to my game. Jeez. Anyone want to join Truly Bedrock? anyone fancy a quick game of Truly Bedrock? Wait a minute, who are you? Says that awesome KK. Who's who? What? Lofty saying, oh Foxy, your latest video, Geraldine and Big Chicken were on the moon and Big Chicken was sat on the dragon egg. Lofty, I think you've been eating too many cornflakes, love. What? Yeah, I think your imagination's going like 10 to the dozen. Is it a dream you've had and you think it's real? I haven't heard from Big Chicken. How can he be sat on a dragon egg? What? Race Rat saying, oh really, Foxy, I really feel for you. You've had an hour of why don't you make this for us free so we can complain about them. No wonder things have been a bit hard lately. My head hurts already. Oh, it's fine. You take the, yeah, it's the thing that gets me the worst is I got one today, a really, really lovely comment saying how wonderful it is, but then a but at the end of it. But it would be better if it did this, and then it completely takes the shine away from that lovely comment you got. You got this lovely warm feeling building up in your belly of these lovely comments, and you're, oh, what a nice person. You're just about to hit that heart on the YouTube comments to say how much you love that comment, and then it goes, but actually it'd be better if it did this, or but it's a shame you can't do that. It's just like, oh, give me a break, mate. Hey here, who wants the puppy cam, says Dream Obsession. No Dream Foxy, it's true, says Lofty. Really? What's Roth saying? Eating too many cornflakes, beautiful, says Rotated. Oh dear. Yeah, Big Chicken on the moon, sitting on a dragon egg. Whatever next. God, the things you come out with, Lofty. Do you know, the other day she was telling me that there's a diamond fairy on my VIP server, apparently. Going round depositing diamonds. The things you come out with, Lofty, make me laugh, you do. At least I have no idea what Lofty's talking about, says Silajul. Yeah, we are all in blissful ignorance of Lofty's imagination. Oh, that's not a tree, is it? That's a block. It's a block of wood, that is. Not a big one, thank you. Oof. It was nearly a big one. Nuzberg says, Foxy, the reason I want a solid head is because I want to run around with a target block on my head. Well, you know, your fantasies aside for a moment, why don't you just make a skin that has your target block for your head, and then you literally just go to profile, right, click your character, and put your skin on. It's like 3 clicks. You don't need the whole MIDI blocks add-on so you can put a target block on your head. Mark, there! Oh, hang on, Mark. Lawfuls and the Real Deal Pick have both requested puppy cam, and Lawful did before that as well. Jeez, many puppy cams. Okay, puppy cams first, Mark. Jeez, with your 5 subs. Trying to take over the stream again. Well, I'm kidding, hang on. Let me just sort out puppy cam. We've got 3 of them, so I'll leave it on for a while. She's asleep though, not doing much. She's almost too big for a bed now. Right, and then Mark. Jeez, Mark. If your name is Cricket the Wise, Wannaquibby, Cyril, Spirit Guide, or Shepherd Tamer, whoever that is, then please give Mark a huge big thank you. You have now been gifted a sub, and for Shep, he's had 7 months worth of subs. 7 months, crazy. Just shows you how often he's lurking in my streams. Thank you, Mark. Triple puppy cam, says that awesome KK. Happy Foxy means great, awesome content, says Garage Joe. Indeed, yeah, there is a big difference in making content when you're feeling full of energy and happy than there is when you're making content because you feel like you need to put some content out, or because your video's late or you're missing your upload slot or something like that, which is why I really like to pre-record. I much prefer to have videos ready to go than be recording on the day. I think if I was one of these YouTubers that recorded on the day, I probably would be a lot more stressed and my videos would be a lot worse. So I like to get ahead. At this particular moment in time, I'm actually not ahead. I've recorded about 2/3, well, no, maybe a third. Oh no, it's not a big one, is it? No, it's okay. A third of a video that is going to be coming out on Saturday. So I'm a little bit ahead. I've got a couple of days, but yeah, I need to get on it, get it finished off, mate. Otherwise, I'm going to be leaving it to the last minute, and then it won't be a very entertaining video. And apparently, my last one went down really well. My video about the old how to do the sorting-y system-y thing with the instruction list, step 1 and step 2 and all that sort of stuff. People seem to enjoy that, so that's good. Thank you. Thank you. Hands up in the chat if you watched that video and if you enjoyed it. How long? Oh, hang on, it's gone off my screen. How long? No, it's gone again. Stop moving! How long until Puppy Cam is no longer a puppy and will upgrade to Dobby Cam? Well, wow, lots of people have got their hands up. Missed the explanation, can't wait to see on the second channel. Wow. The carrot farm's doing fabulously too, says Blue Cat has. Yes, many carrots. Many. I'm carrot rich. Obviously Foxy likes to get ahead, so he made a whole pack of them, says Elven Dragon. How much of the video is yelling at the farmer? No, none of this one. The Real Deal Pig, I think your video quality is top notch. Hey, now then, that was sneaky. Whoa, I bet that was Hanko. Doing it on the same day sounds like a nightmare, says Real Deal Pig. Indeed. Foxy, do you think the latest beta will fix your carrot farm? I hope so. Berg. Lofty says, me, that's how I know Big Chicken was sat on the egg. What? It was in my video? Ha, impossible. Impossible, Lofty. How is Big Chicken hijacking my videos from the moon, eh? It's just not possible. Just think it through. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. What was I saying before all that? I can't remember. Can't have been particularly interesting. Clearly not. I love the video with all the meat waffle information in. Let's face it, everyone loves the meat waffle, says Race Wrath. Indeed. Mitz, they're saying, I personally love all of your videos. Well, thank you very much, Mitz. Thank you very much. I mean, if you didn't, I mean, you suffer enough having to be around this community for as long as you do and put up with them as much as I do. So, yeah, if you didn't enjoy the videos, you'd just be suffering for no reason at all. Bless you. Sometimes I still think you are. No one believes me, says Lofty. It's very possibly is a hacker. So you reckon Big Chicken's up on the moon somewhere, do you? What, is he like on the main bit? Where is he? How did he get back to the moon? Why is he on the moon? That's more to the point. And if he's on the moon, or maybe we need to build a telescope or something to see him, perhaps. But where would we build a telescope? You know what? Where would that go? Jeez, on the moon. Nonsense, absolute nonsense. And Lofty just trying to get attention again. Just messing around with your mob heads on my server and just realised my Wandering Trader head turned into a B-Zoomer Wandering Trader. Realised mob heads copied the texture pack texture. Yeah, that's going away in the latest version. All of the add-ons are going to have, or all of the heads are going to have their own, not necessarily unique, although I have tweaked quite a few of the textures. But yeah, they'll have their own texture. So if you've got a texture pack on or anything like that, it won't mess with your mob heads. And it won't potentially cause problems either. So yeah, they shall all be fixed, mate. You are the only content creator, video style, attitude, all awesome, says Hanku. I'm the only content creator. What? How do I join a server on ITV people to play Minecraft? I don't know, mate. Garajo says, true, we need to say huge thanks to Mitz. We do indeed. And Shep there saying, make an observatory right in the middle of the kingdom, then in 5 months get around to it and make said telescope. Also, Big Chicken's going to be on the moon for the whole of season 2. If he is there, we need to consider getting him down, don't we? And I don't know how we're going to do that. I mean, I don't know if I fancy another trip to the moon, to be honest. After last season, there was a little bit touch and go there at the end of that when we went to go and rescue Mr. Barbecue from what? Invisible Enderman? Did anyone else just see that? I was there. He's sneaking behind me. That was very sneaky. Very sneaky Enderman. Not even there, he was on the honeymoon before. He must like it, says Shep. Yeah, but don't forget that Geraldine doesn't like the moon. She was... the reason she didn't go on honeymoon with him was because she doesn't like the moon. Mitz, hi. Mitz getting lots of emojis in the chat there. A big shout out to your nan and also Mitz. Yes, many shout outs for Mitz. Oh, it's not a tree, mate. That's a log. That's not a tree. This is a tree. Many trees. This is a tree. Carrot farm to suffer the same fate as the trading village last season then, Michael Switch. Well, giant moon rock fall. No, I do not want a moon rock falling on my farms. Oh jeez, no. No, I think we've seen the end of falling moon rocks. We killed those horrible, nasty pillagery, villager, evoker, small people at the end of the last season. They're all dead. The moon crashed down to the earth. Those bits have gone, seem relatively, safe in their geostationary orbit. They don't look to be moving about all that much. I think we're all perfectly safe. What could possibly go wrong?
What is going on here?
I'm convinced
Somebody
of it
has
now.
just subscribed for 8 months in a row. Let me just check this. Yes, it is true. Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
Scorch 1973 has just subscribed for 8 months in a row with Amazon Prime. Thank you very, very much, Scorch 1973. That is absolutely wonderful news. Can you do it again next month, please, mate? Let's get you a 9 months sub. You're just all about the money. Shh, not about the money. No. I just like the number 9, you know. Right, big tree be gone. Also, probably could do to go to bed as well. Ooh, many woods. Take it. Give me the wood, quick. Escape. Fly away. Ah, spiders near me bed. Fly away, and then go back. And then sleep. Jesse B says, I like the heart moon, but I miss the old broken moon. We really should look at maybe potentially trying to fix the moon, Jesse. I mean, the heart moon's nice and everything. It just doesn't scream truly Bedrock, does it? I don't even want the old moon back, like the fixed moon. I like the broken moon we had last season. I would quite like it if we could find a way of sticking it all back together again, but so that it was still kind of like it was, you know. Oh, no, actually, forget it. No, let's just fix it. Broken moons are bad. Fixed moons are good. Yes, we need to concentrate on making many, many fixes to the moon. Jesse, go terraform the moon for us. JCB saying, has just had my sub, baby. You did 9 months today. Amazing. Thank you very much. Did I say something about Slack there? It was just Slack's fault, says
Someone just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Look.
Thank you very much, Balam, for subscribing for 2 months. Amazing. JCB says, yes, I agree. Want to fix it to the old broken moon. I did like the old broken moon. It just had a certain... How do you say it? Je ne sais quoi. What's the word? Boom. Enchant the moon with mending, says somebody who's got a blue name and it doesn't show up very well on my dark screen. I can't actually see any of the letters in your name, so I do apologise for that. I'm sure they're wonderful letters, probably better than anyone else's letters, but unfortunately I'm unable to check.
3, 4, 5 gifted subs. Thank you.
Hanku there with 5 gifted subs. Wow, Hanku, your generosity knows no bounds, my friend. That is Kathy Haddy, Commander Kevin, Destro, Chaos Havoc, Doom, and Jazno. If you're one of those people, please give a big thank you to Hanku, who has just done many subscribings. Thank you very much. I don't want to place that. I want to eat me carrot, mate. I don't want to place lanterns. I'm trying to eat carrots. Rotated Outface says, gotta go and put the kids to bed. Have a fun, everyone. You have a fun, put the kids to bed. Roth? I didn't write have a fun. I know, I just read it wrong. But I thought I'd make a thing of it. Enjoy. I hope the kids go to bed nicely. And they don't misbehave and be all naughty like children tend to do. Bad kids. They're all fired. Well. Meeting time. No, it's not 10 o'clock yet. It's only 8 o'clock. Meeting is at 10 o'clock. But it's 10 o'clock my time. Yes, but I'm talking about my time, mate. Not your time. Okay, so we've got a little bit going on. I mean, it's nothing special, but it's at least something. It's something that's not nothing, you know? And I like things that are something but not nothing. Why don't you use your hoe? That's a really good idea. It doesn't have silk touch on it though, so I won't get the leaves back, but it's fine. It's not the best terraforming in the world, but it's just enough. I didn't do any like raised up bits, but it's fine. Just enough to make it not look completely and utterly boring, which is absolutely fine because it's only the outside of the wall. It doesn't need to be particularly interesting. It doesn't even really need to be spawn proof. It's absolutely fine. Let's go and deal with this big mess of many leaves. Now we should, all being right, I've done that a bit quick. I was hoping to be around about an hour into the stream. I mean, technically we are because of the problems, the minor mishap that we may have had at the beginning of the stream where I couldn't connect to Xbox Live. But yeah, we got an hour to go. This is good. Ow. For the next hour, we'd probably, I guess, I don't know if I want to start working on the internal path to this yet because I don't know if I need to plan out where it's all going to go. Because if I start working on a path and then decide I want things in different places, what do you think, peeps? What do you think? Lofty says, Foxy, I've posted a picture in Discord of Big Chicken sat on the egg on the moon. Oh, I'm going to have to have a look at this. I know you're a wizard with Photoshop, Lofty, so if you're having me on again, I'll be able to tell if it's Photoshop, Lofty. I've got mad Photoshopped skills. I can tell just by looking at things. Right, I'm going to just open up this image somehow. Okay, we are going to look at the image. My goodness me. That almost can make out Big Chicken there. I don't know, that could be Big Chicken. That could be an imposter. It could be a different chicken. I'm just not convinced. Not convinced, Lofty. I'm sorry. Don't believe you. Nonsense. Obviously fake, says Jasno Gaming. We've just been raided. We've been raided by that Groover guy with 36 people. Gee whiz. Thanks, Groover. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I hope, I hope you've come along. I hope you had a good stream is what I meant. Hands up in chat if you're from Groover's stream, and if you are, please let me know what you got up to, and if you had a good time. What was Groover up to today? What was he doing? Was he being a good boy, or was he being naughty and sneaky, doing terrible things? I need to know. I need to know if we need to fire him from Truly Bedrock yet. I'm looking for an excuse, to be honest with you. The way he's been the last couple of weeks, but he keeps evading my banhammer at this particular moment in time. So, yeah, is he been all right? Has he been good? Why is your puppy so dang cute? Says Coastcraft. I don't know, mate. Bedrock and private only, says Garage Joe. What? I'm very confused.
No way.
Feeding cats is Stardew Valley Lover.
3 months? I can't believe it.
El Polo Diablo has just gifted a sub to Groover Guy. Well, thank you very much for doing that. That must mean that Groover is about. Yes, Groover, always good, of course. Yes. Yes, always seemingly good, Mr. Groover. But really, deep down underneath it all, we know there is trouble lying there just waiting to let go. One day you'll slip and I'll catch you. I'll catch you and you'll see. And then bam, just like that. We shall wait a week and have a meeting about it, and then consider our actions, and then possibly, deliberate over a month or two, and until we possibly forget or make a decision. Bam, just like that. Groover, Breaking Bad, huh? Says Sweet Dreams Buttercup. Groover was pinching what? Groover was... Kids, stop! Chat, stop moving around! Pinching your diamond doors. I don't think it's impossible. Can't be done. He was stealing pandas again. It was beacon radiation. It's affecting me. Needs a tinfoil hat. He was doing many digging, says Jesse B. Okay, fair enough. If he gets banned, he has carb craft to fall back on. He's lovely, except for when he hogs all the wandering traders. Yes, he's a bit of a wandering trader hogger. I'll give you that. Right, so paths. Paths in here. I want to do one on the inside of the wall all the way around, just because I think there naturally would be anyway. People would be walking around it. If you don't know my plans for this area, originally I was going to have a big old castle in here, and then just like more walls and walkways going round. But I'm not going to do that anymore. I am going to be building a castle over to one side, although I haven't decided that yet. And I'm even considering not having a castle in here at all, and potentially having a bridge over to this area and a castle on there, and just having this area as like an interim area where all like farmers and villagers and stuff would be. But I haven't convinced myself on that one yet. What I do think we would definitely have, if this was a castle wall and there was a castle inside, let's say we had a castle there, right? We would have a walkway all the way round the inside of the wall. And I'm thinking that area will have like villager dwellings, little bits of farms, areas where they're keeping pigs and pits and shops and like a little towny villagey thing, really. And I think that'll probably take up that half of this area, which would leave pretty much that half probably for another internal wall, and then more castle-y things over there. I think the area is probably big enough to do all that. I don't think I need to put the castle over there. I think I'm probably biting off more than I can chew doing that. Although that would be a good spot for an observatory, really, wouldn't it, Shep? Then we could see if we could find Big Chicken on the moon, mate. But save a big clip of puppy stretching as well. That, speaking of puppy, you've had enough puppy for now. Give me my puppy back. You gotta pay for that puppy with your stream points. So yeah, what do you think? Sound like a good plan? He's good at making a weird toasty, says Blue Ted. What's in the weird toasty? Let me know. Castle with the people's village in front of it, says Mike on Switch. Yes, says Shep. Will you have a town square? Probably, says Chaos Havoc Doom. Cathedral somewhere would fit good. I'm not really into religious buildings and things like that. I think if you go down that route, you're really tying yourself into a particular religion there. I don't think I'm keen on that idea, to be honest with you. But I know there are like churches and stuff in Minecraft, but again, it's not very inclusive, is it? A giant carrot farm, says Hanku. No! Jousting area, that would be good, but that'd have to be on the outside, I think. The jousting area would probably be, well, again, somewhere like that where it's relatively flat, or somewhere over there would be a good place for a jousting area, arena or something like that. That's actually a really good idea for that over there. That's a really good idea. Who was that? Who said jousting arena? Cat 1979. I'll remember that name. Who was it? Oh, it's gone now. It's off my chat. I don't know. Someone's mentioned jousting arena. I like it. Right. Bedtime, anyway. No beacons, tinfoil hat needed if you have beacons, says Blue Ted. I don't have any beacons, only that one. Only that one. What harm could one beacon do, realistically? Did she learn how to not knock down your building, says Sweet Dreams Buttercup. No, she still knocks down my little tower. Every time I build it, she knocks it down. Religion of blame proud with Cardinal Marquisita, says Mike on Switch. A farm where they grow giant carrots. Given the theme is an armour stand of Robin Hood is a good idea, says King of the Railroad. Yes, okay. Right, so we better start planning paths out then, hadn't we? So I'm going to need a bit of cobble for a start then. And I guess what I'll probably do is... Hey, what was that? Elric. Well played, Elric. Well played. Got me. I'd probably just sort of dig it along here. I don't want it to be too I don't want it to stand out too much. I mean, I want it to be cobbly, because this would be medievally cobbly sort of area, but I also want it to be a bit muddy and a bit sort of dirty and a bit broken. So we'll start on this area here. We'll come round here. Oh, and also we'd probably have, thinking about this, areas at the side which might have a little bit of greenery and stuff, maybe some trees and things. So let's actually bring that path. Maybe we'll cut the corner there and just bring this path around here a little bit instead, like that. And then that area could be a little bit of a pond or a wishing well or something like that. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Jesse B says, Podzol! I ain't got any, Jesse. I don't suppose you know a shop that sells it, do you? I've never got Podzol. It's one of the things I've never got any of. Brains, high spirits, and Podzols. Always lacking. In that order. What about mossy cobblestone for the edge path, says Cat. That's a good idea. We would need a vine farm, though. Where on earth could I find one of those? Let me just pop down my hole. Beep. Where on earth would we find a vine farm? I don't know. Beats me. It absolutely beats. Oh, and Podzol as well. Don't know where we'd find any of those things, so no, forget it. Mossy cobblestone is right out, I'm afraid. Grow spruce trees, get it for free, says Mitz. Mitz, that's just not the spirit, is it? Get it for free. That means work. I have to chop them down again, Mitz. God. I've all the pods I've just grown live spruce trees, lol, says Jesse B. Jesse B, me and you, speaking of Jesse B, me and you, right, we need a conversation because, well, first of all, I'm not very happy with certain things that you've done in the shopping area in terms of selling your rockets cheaper than mine. I'm not going to get into the details of it. I'll leave it to everybody's imagination. I'm pretty sure you can have a good idea of where I'm getting at here. Second of all, I think we should go into business selling rockets together. Okay? Deal. Let's do this. Video needs to be had of many doing things like shops and stuff made. Okay? I didn't do it, it's Jesse B. Now, I did have Podzol somewhere. Let me go see if I got any Podzol in my box. Ow. Don't be silly, you can't get vines from growing spruce trees, says Quantum Referees. Exactly. These morons in the chat. What do they think? I've got 8 vines. I ain't got many vines, mate. I've hardly got any Podzol at all, look. Hardly. My grass path collection is right out. Oh, jeez. How am I potentially going to do all of this hard work with such a small amount of Podzol? Jeez. It's not legit, bruh. It's just not legit. Heading off now. Good night, everyone. See you later, JCB. Thank you for popping by. Don't be silly. You can't get... Oh, I've read that one. JCB, what did you do? Says Race Wrath. Jesse B collab, says Real Deal Pick. I would love to, but she just... every time I suggest it, she's like, nah. No, you're all right, Foxy. I'm like, why, though? She's just like, well, you know, got better things to do. I was, please, Jesse. I'd really appreciate it. Oh, I'll let you build a furnace for me, but that's it. That's all we're doing this season. I was like, all right, then. Look, at least let me spend a little bit of time rebuilding it a couple of times for her. And she's like, fine, whatever. Just leave me alone, weirdo. And I'm like, well, it's a bit harsh. But, you know, it's just how she is. It's just how she is with people, really. Yes, Collab, I've literally never said no, says Jesse B. You making me out to be a liar, Jesse? Sorry, Foxy, rejection's never easy, says the Real Deal Pick. I know, right? All the things are... Yeah, jeez, I just can't believe it. You know, I try really hard to be, you know, welcoming and stuff, and she's just not interested. Not remotely. Hey! Oh, I did get 2 stacks, that's alright. I thought the rockets were a collab with Slack. Now you're going to cut in Jesse B, where all the profits go. Hey, look, I got my own gunpowder now. Jesse's got her own gunpowder. Slack's technically got his own gunpowder because our gunpowder farm's at his base. There's no reason why we can't threes up. There's no reason why we can't have the bestest gunpowder shop selling the many rockets at the cheapest prices, right? And all making a neat profit, you know? There's an hole in me floor, mate. Right, no more falling down holes in the floor, okay? Jeez. Very annoying. Oh, I don't think... Oh, it's fortune as well. Typical. Oh, jeez. What a mess I'm making of this. Lofty says, Sillajune, we do have a diamond fairy on the server. Oh, here we go again, look. Here we go again. Lofty and her diamond fairy. Have you ever seen it, Lofty? Have you ever seen that diamond fairy? Come on. Come on, Lofty. You should sell the double boost rockets. Absolutely not. No, never. Single boost or nothing, my friend. That's just how it is. What, do you agree with me on that one, Jesse? We're not giving people extra gunpowder for their money. No way. Have to put the price right up if they want that. What does fortune do on a shovel, says Blue Ted? It gives you many, many flint when you mine gravel. Many flint. So much flint. You just think, why do I need all this flint, mate? And then you make a gold farm that requires many, many flint and steels, and you think, that's why I need all this flint, mate. And I think that's too many grass paths, to be honest with you, but we'll find out in a minute. Bit of pod soul, slap bit of pod soul down here like this. All about your singles, says Jesse B. There we go, you see. Thank you, Chuck. Nice of you to chip in there. Haven't seen him for a few days. He was AFK for me over at the meat waffle, but I shouted at him because he wasn't getting me enough meat. I haven't seen him for a couple of days after that. Be alright. Double boost is a diamond, a stack. Triple boost is 3 diamonds, says Jesse B. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, many diamonds for when you want more gunpowders. It should be, in my book, 1 diamond per gunpowder. But then you've gone and sold them really cheap, so that's that idea out the window. Jeez. One over there. Some there. A little bit there. Some over here. Hey, you didn't get away with that one, Scaphone. It's daytime, mate. Don't get many creepers in the daytime. Just saying. The meat waffle. Is the meat waffle performing well, says Hanku? Actually, it's not. It's okay. I've got a reasonable amount through it, but it would be a lot faster if I'd built it with 3 wide holes and without the water system. If I'd done a magma blocks collection system for the whole thing, although it had been giant and my minecarts will keep despawning, but if I had done that and I'd made the holes 3 wide, it would be a lot faster, a lot more efficient. But it's all right. It's going to give me plenty of meat in the long term trickling through, and I'm planning on eating carrots anyway this season, so fairly pointless. It's just sort of a nice, fun thing to do and a bit of a byproduct that I can collect, really. That's it, to be honest with you, mate. Still not even that cheap, says Jesse B. Double boost is a diamond stack. Well, I've read it already. Can you turn the meat waffle into a head farm, says Marcus Eater? Potentially, yeah, if I put a trident killer in it, I could do that. But I'm not really that fussed, to be honest. I've got plenty of heads, and they're not that difficult to get. I suppose we could do that. We could add a trident killer into it, and then maybe sell the heads, possibly. But, you know, it's The reason why I'm using slabs here, by the way, is first of all, obviously, it's saving me money on cobblestone, and also I am planning on putting torches underneath this as well, which reminds me I need to go and grab some torches. Not doing as well as the carrot farm, though, says Blue Cat Eyes. Foxy have plenty of carrots to show for that fabulous farm. Just waiting for the video where Foxy goes to eliminate the golem. That carrot farm's not going to change until the next beta becomes live, and then if that doesn't fix it, then it's getting torn out and I'm going to start again. I know there is other designs I can use that will fix it, but I'm confident that design works. I'm just confident that there's a bit of a problem with it at the minute, in terms of bugs and things. What was I getting? Torches. Le torch. Many. Yes, please, thank you. Here is Mr. Onion. It wasn't. I've been practicing doing an impression of him. I'm getting pretty good, I think. Sounded like him. Well, it's because I'm getting good at doing the impression, see. The carrot farm is a feature of the highlights, just saying. You like the carrot farm bits, dear? It's become a thing. Does that mean I've got to add a carrot farm section into this video? I literally did record one and then chopped it out. I've deleted the footage now. I can always go back and record me moaning at the farmers again, I guess. If that's what you really want. But Foxy, you have such great success with villagers, says Real Deal Pit. I mean, to be honest with you, I normally do, don't I? I'm normally like, villagers just respond to my commands. They're just like, it's Foxy No-Tail. We're going to do exactly what he asked us to do. Like when me and Slack built the iron farm and they all decided to turn into zombie villagers, even though there was no spawning area around anywhere. And last season when I built that trading system and the iron farm that just kept on linking and everything breaking permanently every single day. It's just the way I've just got this knack, really, when it comes to villagers. They often call me the villager king on this server. Like in the private chat on TV, the other members are like, "Oh, it's Villager King. Look, he's turned up because he's so good with the villagers." Hey guys, how you doing? True story. Jesse B will tell you. And Groover, he's the one that came up with it, because he saw what a good job I'd done with my villagers. You see. Villager Whisperer, says Jazdo Gaming. Yes. You're like a wizard, says Real Deal Pick. Just tell us how you really feel, Foxy, says Marcosita. I don't know what you mean. It's all like it's like sarcasm is happening. I don't understand. I don't know if this mossy cobble will look very good in here or not. We'll see. Ooh. I plonked it in the wrong place, mate. I didn't want to plonk it there. Oh, jeez, now I smashed me torch bitch. I really wish I hadn't got haste 2 at the minute, actually. In fact, I might go and turn that off. It's really frustrating when you're trying to do precision works and you've got haste 2 blaring in your face. Like some sort of teenager at an underage disco, drinking out of a red cup and going, "Oh, mate, bruh, plus bruh. Plus, bruh, more mob heads. Can you put them on your head, please, bruh? No, bruh. Put them on your head, bruh. Oh, bruh, plus. Truth, he's the best of villagers, says Jesse B. There you go. There you go. I mean, did you even see season 1? This no greater truths were told there, Jesse B. I think I was going to just smash it to bits. I don't think I got anything else I can put in it. Nope, just have to smash it to bits. Break it and place it. Wandering trader down below. Where? Down here? Ow. No, there's a llama. He's been wandering about here for ages. He deposited his wandering trader. Oh, there's one of them zombies that's... He's got hold of summer and he won't let go. Get out of it, mate. Get out. Shoo. Clear off. Be gone with you. You rotten piece of monkey waffle. What trader wears, says Jesse B. You're not obsessed with traders by any chance, are you, Jesse? There's no traders down here. Traders are not present. No, under grass, says Hanko. Okay, I shall... for what? Why? Oh, I think that trader pushed me. Again, we have a llama that has been deposited, but no actual sign of any trader. No, sorry. False alarm, Jesse B. Obsessed, no. Addicted, absolutely. I'm not seeing any traders, mate. Just lots of llamas. Okay. Go. Excellent. Yes. Good flyings there. Mitz has gifted a subscription to Jesse B.
If you have not been wasting your time subscribing to this channel, you could have had a baby by now. Thank you for 9 months.
Which means that Jesse B has now been subscribed to my Twitch channel for 9 months. And I think, tell me if I'm wrong here, Jesse, but I'm pretty sure they're all gifted subs, are they not? Is that 9 months worth of gifted subs? Or are any of them your own? I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that. Thank you if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's pretty good going, really. Thank you, Mitz.
I'm just looking for work, mate.
Oh, no. It's Mr. Barbecue is looking for work, mate. Haven't seen it. Him this season either. Where's Mr. Barbecue? Oh, jeez. Mr. Barbecue. And where's Mr. Onion? And where is Big Chicken? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Only, apparently Lofty knows. She's the only person in the whole world that knows. No, for about 5 months of gifted, says Jesse. Ah, okay. Well, still pretty good. Pretty good. Can't complain at that. Well, I can actually. No, it's a figure of speech. Complain about whatever. Oh, jeez, you'll do one of those. Okay, whatever, mate. Right. Who's wiring me? I'll whack you in a minute, Sunshine. Coming in here with you, was. Now those grass path blocks look a little bit out of place here. I think they probably need something else around them so that they blend a little bit more. They look a bit odd on their own in these paths, I think. Where's Jessie B helping you with your path work when you need somebody that knows what they're talking about? Well, I haven't got a clue, mate, when it all comes to this sort of stuff. I'll make it up as I go along, as you're all probably more than aware. Okay, now we're going to have to go a little bit happy with our shovel. Slapping it about a bit. Yes, slap our shovel about on the grass. Make it all squished. Yes. Many shovel slappings have been done. Excellent. We now know she's confusing dreaming with reality. Poor Lofty, it's fine, it's fine. What's she got about now? What are you talking about, Lofty? They had you on auto for 4 without even realising, says Jessie B. Wow. Well, thank you, Jessie B. Many making Foxy No Tails rich. Yes. That was grass path a second ago. It is now going to become coarse dirt. Okay, more cobblestone. And a little bit of that, and a little bit of that, I think. Yes. How's this looking so far from an outsider's perspective? For me, it looks a little bit, feels a little bit not quite right, but I think we're getting on the right sort of track with it as like a... I think I maybe want it a little bit more less janky. A little bit more less janky? Can you even speak English, bruh, plus? Well, you know what I mean. Looks very medieval, says Jesse. I like it. Oh, that's good then. Amazing. It has my approval, says Ketchup Ping. I'm just wondering if we should make it more like that, you know? More, less janky. That's the only word I can think to describe it. I just want it more, less janky, mate. Like maybe take a little bit of the brown out of it and add a little bit more grey. What do you think? Would that be too much, do you think? Or do you think it's fine how it is? There's a bit of a fat bit there. Get some of these skinny bits and maybe sort those out a little bit. A little bit of that there. A little bit more coarse dirt there. Yes, many. Yes, excellent. I think I like the janky, says the best gaming. Yeah, don't forget though, if this is like the pathway around the outskirts of a town that people are going to be using regularly, it's going to want to look worn. Is it just going to want to look really muddy and dirty, or is it going to want to look like they've actually bothered to spend a lot of time putting in a path though? I genuinely can't make my mind up on this one. I think a little bit of both, which is kind of what we've got. But I'm not 100% sure. It's tricky. It's tricky doing all this. Good works. Yes, plan a better pattern, says Fuzzy. Well, patterns I think is the wrong thing. I don't think it wants to be pattern. I think it does want to be organic, but I think... I don't know. There's a lot of brown. There's a lot of brown in there. Let's get up a bit higher. Is your village poor or rich? Well, it's a medieval town, Hanku, so they're probably gonna be relatively poor, I would have thought. I don't know. I think that's okay. I think maybe we want a little bit of bone meal in there just to give some bit of Bit of 3D texture around the outsides of it. More brown, says Marcusita. More brown? More brown. I was thinking less, but, you know, what do I know? Genuinely, what do I know? Tell me, because I don't know what I know, and it's really frustrating. No, stop it. I don't want flowers, mate. No flowers. Flowers are banned. Stop growing flowers. Jeez. Oh, jeez. I'll tell you what, let's just go round with the bone meal and then we'll get rid of the flowers afterwards. Stripped oak layer down sideways can make it look even better. That's a good idea, Blue Ted. Thank you very much. I shall go and grab some script oak. Do you think oak or dark oak, though? The dark oak, I think, might blend better with some of the colours in the path. Do you think oak? Oak's very light, isn't it? Although that might help a little bit. Ooh, questions and thoughts and many things. Oh, and some leaves as well. We could chuck some leaves around. We haven't got any leaves in this thing. Spruce, says Gojo. Spruce got a little bit of a weird greeny veiny thing going on. It has its place, strip spruce, but I do tend to use it quite sparingly. It's got, yeah, it's a bit of a strange veiny, mouldy vibe to it. Although I guess that would kind of work a little bit. Jungle, says Sweepstaking. Absolutely not. Spruce, then you get your podzol, says Mitt. Try Color and Acacia non-strip. Color? I've got loads of Color. I'm not sure I can visualise that looking good. Oh, I've got pockets full of junk as well. Hang on a minute. Let me get rid of some of this junk and I'll go grab some Color and try it into ground and see what it looks like. Okay, Arcade. Let us go grab some from us box and see what Color looks like in ground. I've got a little bit of Color that I've got it spare. Puddles with stairs, tiny bit of colour. It has a puddles. Puddles. I don't know. I don't think adding blue into this might be a little bit of a far stretch from what we've got going on. Ooh! That person that gave me this idea. I've forgotten your name, but it's a good. I like it. Yes, Minnie. I'm not going to do them very regularly, though. I think this is the sort of thing that needs to be very, very sparing. But it does. That's got a nice feel to it. Thank you. It's nice having a bit of I just blocked off me blamming torch there, mate. Oh, jeez. One spot, I put it in and it's wrong. It's your fault, Lofty. Jeez. How's it my fault? I don't know. Just is. Mini. Good. Excellent. Right. Let's get the old oak stripped and in the ground. Yes, Mini. Can I have some oak, please? You can have some of this mud back. I've got way too much mud. There you go. Oh, some of that's coarse. Right. Oak. There we go. We have many oaks. Okay, right. So we're going to slap a little bit of this down here like that. I quite like it with the... Yeah, that's too light. That's way too light. But I quite like it just like that, to be honest with you. Let me grab some dark oak and a little bit of spruce and we'll just try the different ones. There we go, some dark oak there. Let's pop a little bit down here. See, that's probably a bit too dark. What about the spruce? You said you didn't like... Shut up. Stop always questioning me. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, that's not bad, actually. Although that grass block probably wants to be something else then. That works quite well. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So, stripped spruce with a little bit of just normal oak kicking about the place. What do we reckon? We happy with that? No, it's rubbish. Well, tough. Play your own game then. Leave me alone. Why do you ask us for opinions if you don't want them? Well, just interacting with the chat, isn't it? Got to interact with you. People want the puppy, says Race Wrath. I better press the puppy cam then, don't I? There we go. Puppy, wake. Do you want the tune out? There you go. Go. Just lob it at her. Yep. It's all she deserves. She's tired. Little tiredly doggy today. Tired pooch. I gave her one of those. She absolutely loves those chews. She thinks they're brilliant. And I gave her one yesterday, but then because we started to like put her in the she sleeps in the utility room anyway. But we started to put her in there a little bit during the day just to get her like used to being on her own a little bit. And this is what the puppy trainer told us to do at puppy class. So we're not just being mean. So don't think we're being mean. And I put her in there. And she just left it. I put her in with one of those chews and she didn't eat it. She just completely left it. And then as soon as I went in to like see her an hour later, first thing she picked it up, ran into a different room and went and ate it. Bless her. Bless her, little cotton sockies. Yeah, I like them. That's good. Thank you, peeps. That's very good advices there. Got a little bit too much grass going on here, I think. But that is looking pretty swazzy, if I don't mind saying so myself. No one's going to know what Foxy did in the stream because everyone's staring at Nellie's best gaming. It might need some ferns too, says Garage Joe. Maybe. Are they dental chews? Our dog absolutely loves them. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yes, they are. I like that. I think that's good. So with them, what we would probably have, and I'm kind of taking inspiration a little bit from Minecraft Dungeons here on the I think the Pumpkin Pastures level is the where my brain's going to. Well, I haven't played that game in absolutely ages, but I kind of imagining that we would have cordoned off areas with fences along the paths. So not like fully fenced. We'd probably have relatively janky fences coming along with gaps in and stuff so we can get through. But then, like, there would be areas where we would have, like, pigs and sheep and stuff behind the fences and like, hay bales and whatnot in them. And I think this could end up looking pretty good. I'm feeling this idea and this design a lot more now. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to be good? Do you think it's a bit boring? Do you think it's too many people have done Castle stuff before?
You subscribe for 4 months? I can't handle this.
I think it's going to look good. Mit's there subscribing for Coalbuster. That's not how you say it, but that's kind of what happened. I can't remember words at all. Completely gone, I'm afraid. Many words all left me for someone else. Very medieval, says Real Deal Pick. I like that here. Looks good, says Silla Joel. Thank you for following, says Streamlabs. Lol words, says Mitz. Have you done the castle stuff before, says Jessie B. No, not properly. I made like a mini castle that me and Jack used to live in on my old Bedrock world, but it didn't have grounds or like proper stuff or anything. So it's all new to me, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I got to admit, I didn't enjoy building that wall one bit. I hated it. It was horrible. It's the most grindy thing I've had to do for years. But now that it's done and I can actually work on the interior, I'm buzzing. Love the broken fence idea, says Plod. Well, thank you. Right, so we're going to just basically carry on this path around this area then, really. And this is the nice, easy bit. Destroying is always much easier than creating. In fact, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to cut that corner as well. But to create is more rewarding. There you go. I said it. And I mean it as well. What was the worst part of doing that wall, says Garage Joe? The corners. The corners were a nightmare, getting them all lined up every time. Following the terrain outline as well. Keeping it... It would have been really easy to do it square, but the problem is there's a lot of different blocks involved in that wall, and because it's a repeating pattern, but opposites, you'd constantly just build in one, then that, then that, then that, and you could do like the stanchions and then the bits in between, but then you've got to go to the top. It was just not an easy thing to build. It was just boring is the word for it. It wasn't hard, it was just boring. I think I moaned about it in the video I'm recording actually. Oh great, something to look forward to then. Yeah, you're welcome. Destroying is satisfying, says Blue Ted. It can be. It absolutely can be, and it can help with your frustration if you're frustrated or you've got a little bit of anger or something like that. But creating is far more satisfying, much better for your brain. Many, many betters. I think this sort of area here is probably where we're going to have the next Castle Wally bit. So I'm going to stop that there. I'm going to go to bed, mate. And I think that'll be... We'll probably have paths going across in between the buildings as well. I was going to think of like actually planning out a grid, but I don't 100% know where all the buildings are going to go yet and what we're going to have. But if you can sort of imagine, use your imagination, we might have like a house or some sort of building around here. But they don't want to be too big. They want to be relatively small little dwellings, and then maybe the path would come round that and link up with that, and then yeah, you know what I mean. You got the picture. You're not stupid. You know what I'm talking about. I missed the part when you were talking about mopeds and mini blocks, but blocks are better than entities because you don't have to crouch every time. It's frustrating to do it when you're playing on the phone. Someone ban, please. Please ban. Ban person with opinion that is different to mine, bruh. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, Real Deal Bick. It was a joke. Wow, unban. You need to know when I'm joking. Yeah, people are allowed to have opposite opinions, even if I've spoken strongly about it already in stream. It's fine. People turn up at streams at different points. Can't believe I just did it. Oh dear. Oopsie. It's a learning process for all of us people, including the moderators. It's fine. Pickles Banama. Amazing. Well done, Pickles. Oh dear. Come on. Just a little hole every now and then, just to put a little light in, please. Face palms from Blue. Yeah, I'll give you a face palm for that one. Yeah, that's technically my fault. I'll give you that one. Technically my fault that Pickles was like, yes, he said ban someone. Let's do this. Finally. It's my time to shine. You did say mud, please, but I blame the fuck. I did, absolutely. Yeah, but I thought when I speak in that sort of funny, silly voice, is probably judge it as being a little bit silly. Not always. Sometimes I mean it. Depends on the situation. But no, something like that was fine. I mean, at least you know Pickles is on it, says Jesse B. Exactly. You can't fault Pickles there at all. Instructions were followed perfectly, with haste. Amazing. You always speak in that voice, says Tinzuk. Well, there we go then. We've got problems, haven't we? Hey Foxy, would you do a tutorial for your new mob farm? No, it's the same mob farm everyone's built a million times. There's loads of tutorials out there online for it. You don't need one from me. It'd be pointless. People are just going, well, you should build Navy Nexus. Oh, yeah, shut up. Well, but Silent and someone else, an old guy, and I don't care. Shut up. Yeah, I'm a little bit put off doing tutorials at the minute. With all of the fact that whenever you do one, someone, or not just someone, many of the technical community jump in and tell you what a bad job you've done and how someone else has done it better, so there was no point in you doing it. So yeah, I'm just enjoying doing add-ons and my Let's Play, to be honest with you. Not really particular, unless I come up with something I'm really proud of that I want to do a tutorial on, then for now I think I'll just stick to what I'm doing. Villagers are amazing, nothing wrong with them whatsoever. Bestest thing about MC's villagers, suddenly Mike is banned. Back quick, plus plus bro ban. I'm kidding, don't ban Mike. You could make the netherite pack red or orange. I could, but I don't want to. If you want to do that, feel free. Go for it. Then knock yourself out. Literally, go on. Asking me to change my pack. Clear off it. Ban, quick. Moderator. Race Wrath says, I built your mob farm from watching the videos and streams and taking notes. It's epic. It is, by far, the bestest, fastest mob farm I've ever built. And but I can't take credit for the design. I mean, Slack told me about the whole buttons thing. Me and him went in a testing world probably well over a year ago now, and I was like, well, why don't we do it crisscrossed instead of just lines? I was like, oh, we'll try it then, and we got amazing rates for it. And then it's just like, well, the bigger you do it, the better it is. Although now we've got limitations because of ticking area and simulation distance and all that. But it just rains mobs, mate. It's amazing. I love it. Like the carrot farm. Yeah, like the carrot farm. It's amazing. Brilliant. To the K with those Philistines. To the K, I don't know what that means. It's a phrase I've never heard before. I'm going to have to build a general mob farm because creeper only farms kind of sucks, is best going. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Now, technically, the technical community completely disagree with me, but as somebody that plays this game every day for many, 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 many hours and, you know, has put a lot of time and effort into it, I can tell you categorically that creeper-only farms are a waste of time, okay? But don't take my word for it. Take the word for people that don't really play the game all that much, that just spend the time whinging in forums. Ooh, Foxy. Shh. Jack's dad, subscribe for 5 months saying, what month is this? 5 months, apparently, Jack's dad. I enjoy videos from non-technical and Redstone players. There are a lot more explanations of why things work, says TJ. There is a lot, and you know, you've got to give the technical guys their credit. They spend a lot of time working stuff out and fiddling with stuff and looking into the code and sort of stuff that I could never be bothered to do or fiddle about with. So, you know, a lot of effort goes into that sort of stuff. You can't knock them for what they do. It's just that, unfortunately, some of them don't seem to be able to keep their opinions to themselves. But neither do you, Fox. Shut up. Yeah, I can. I don't give anyone my opinion. Shut up. Jesse B says, as someone who's had both creeper only and general, I can say I've got way more gunpowder from a general farm. Yeah, same with me. My experience is exactly that. Creeper farms are just never performed for me. Are you doing it wrong? I probably am. Probably absolutely am. Do I care? Absolutely not. No, mate. Okay, we're going to go do this a little bit differently this time. I'm going to go around putting me wood in first. Try and keep it not too close to the centre of the path. And then we'll go and... Ooh, oh, it's my favourite song. Finally, Hanko. Well, I thought someone might play it today, but no one had so far, and I was feeling like I was going to get to the end of the stream and I wouldn't have heard it. And, it's beautiful. I can't believe it. It just makes me weep. Makes me weep. My favourite song in the whole world. That one and Manamana. Every time we're in the car. Can you put Manamana on, Dad? Oh, jeez. And if you say okay, oh, I won't say it actually because my phone will go off. If you say okay and then the G word, as in Google, right? Play Manamana. It plays you some weird version of Manamana no one's ever heard of, even though the official one is on there. And it just, that makes Oliver laugh as well because it plays the wrong one, which is really silly. So, yeah. Gotta love a bit of Manamana. Ah, who keeps putting holes in my floor? I keep falling down them, don't I, Nelly? Hey? Hello, darling. Hello. Having a nice time? What are you doing? Just doing a live stream. Oh, want me to lick your leg? Yeah, thanks. You're welcome. Appreciate it. Did you say Banana-rama? No, I said Manamana. Banana-rama? Banana-rama? Run away, puppy. Puppy skate. You need to go out. I can't see you. We're zoomed in too far. We need to zoom out. We need to press zooming buttons. Beep, 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 beep. Look at those curtains. Look at the quality design on those curtains. This house, by the way, I keep posting pictures online on like Instagram and stuff. This is, I actually rent this house from my uncle, and I don't think I've been living in it like 6 years. I've decorated bedrooms and stuff upstairs, but I haven't decorated any of the downstairs rooms at all, and they've still got the original, like, Artexy 3D wallpaper, and you can see it's been painted over a couple of times, but it's gross. The ceilings have all got it in as well, and the reason I haven't decorated it is because it would cost so much time and money to peel all of that 3D stuff off the wall. It's the original from, this house was built in the early 80s. The original stuff, it would take forever to do. It would cost an absolute fortune. And yeah, so I just never bothered. I think the carpets in here have been like a million years old as well. And upstairs, I've pretty much done most of upstairs in the bedrooms and things like that, where it's not so much of a big area to sort out, but downstairs is horrendous, and I've been living in it like 6 years and just putting up with it. So if you're wondering why the curtains look like that and why the wallpaper is the way it is, it's not my choice. It's not my choice at all. But I don't know, it's rented. If I wasn't renting it, if it was my house, I'd do something about it, but it just feels like you're throwing money down the drain when you spend a lot of money redecorating someone else's house. Why don't you ever show your face on all of your Minecraft streams? You show it on Duck Shots because people tell me not to. I thought I was up for doing face cam after a little while of doing them on Duck Shot, and people are like, no, we don't want to see your ugly mug. Fair dues. Fair dues, I won't do it then. So yeah, blame everyone else, mate. It's not my fault. You know, it's not my fault. No one wants to see it. Bit rude, lol's his best game. It was you that said it, Beth, wasn't it? Come on, yeah, change your mind. I 100% blame JC for it. No, I have always said that showing my face to do my it used to be, at least, Foxy No Tail is all about the character and the story, and we've got a patrol, and it's very much about the Foxy No Tail character and the stuff that goes with it and the lore behind that. It was never about me. I never wanted it to be about me personally, and therefore Facecam, I didn't want to do Facecam because, and I've told this story a million times, but basically it's like you've got an idea of what I look like in your head. If you haven't seen my Facecam streams on Duckshot, or if you haven't seen any like the photos of me that have circulated online after that person stole my phone. I'm kidding, no one stole my phone really. No, if you haven't seen my face before and if you built up an idea of what Foxy No Tail looks like, if all of a sudden you've got a face to put to that, it changes it. And sometimes it changes it for the worse, and it can make you feel differently about that character or about that person. So I just think it's there's no need for me to do face cam. It doesn't improve anything for anybody. It's a gimmick at the end of the day. I suppose it can help with reactional stuff. You can see reactional videos and stuff like that a bit more, but it doesn't change anything. It doesn't make what I'm saying any different or how I'm saying it any different. It doesn't make the way I play the game any different. And I don't know, there's no necessity for face cam, you know? Dog gone again. Where's dog gone? So I'm not going to go into too much detail about my other reasons behind it. I've talked about loads and loads of times, but that's basically the gist of it. Curtain cam, no puppy today. Imagine how awkward Mr. Onion streams would be with face cam. Just be sitting there watching Mr. Onion cause chaos. Yeah, you don't want to see his face. Jeez. He's cracked the camera. I'm not saying he's ugly, he's just got a really pointy nose. Right then, I have managed to ramble on today for almost 2 hours without running out of things to say, which is not very like me at all. It just goes to show you having a little bit of a break from the game and from streaming can refresh the old brain a little bit. So it's this point in the stream when I tend to go a bit quiet and my brain seems to go off course a little bit, that I like to ask people or invite people to ask questions. Now bear in mind, you're not allowed to ask, due to Twitch's terms of service, any questions that might be personal in nature, such as how old are you or how large are your feet. But you are free to ask questions to do with the channel or the content or the things that you're seeing. Preferably not technical support questions would be nice, but we'll see what we get. So yeah, go ahead, ask your questions, or should I say, go ahead, punk, make my day. Yes, many making my day, punks. And oh, please don't ask me favourite questions. I don't have favourites. I never have had favourites. I can't do favourites. You're just going to confuse me and put me on the spot and then get a rubbish answer. So don't ask me what's my favourite anything. It's completely pointless. I'll just go, I don't know, I don't have favourites. What software do you use to capture your footage? I use OBS Studio. Why will you fix your elytra, says Shepherd Tamer? Probably not. Foxy, you're a dad. I'm a dad. I need dad jokes. Give us your favourite. Banned. No favourite jokes. I don't really have a favourite dad jokes. The thing about dad jokes is that you don't have a list of dad jokes. They just, once you become a dad, you're just capable all of a sudden of being able to make ridiculous puns at the perfect time. Someone will say something and you will just say something that is a dad joke. You don't have a book, you don't learn them, they just come out. Sometimes you'll hear another dad say something and you think, oh, I'll keep that in the bank for next time, and you'll maybe say that later on when you get home and you see your own kids. But most of the time it's one of those things that just sneaks out and you don't even notice it. And that's how you know you truly are a dad, when your dad jokes just start flowing for no reason. How did Truly Bedrock start, says Chaos Havoc? Okay, long story short, I'll try and keep this as quick as possible. I was invited to join another group of YouTubers or people that were looking at starting something. Right, well, do you want to go out? Is that what your problem is? Hang on, I need to put dog outside. I'm just going to turn puppy cam off. You need to go out. Why are you moaning at me? Don't come back! Sit outside looking at me now. I'm not going with you, I'm live streaming. You look at me all you want. Oh, she's gone. Good. Okay, so yeah, but unfortunately the group of people that were starting it, there weren't problems with most of them, particularly the person that was running it just had completely different ideas to what I thought would be a good thing, a way of doing it, and I wasn't happy with how it was being proposed and looking at going to be run. So I got a little bit frustrated, if I'm being totally honest, and I said to the group of people that were looking at joining, I said, look, okay, I don't think this is going the way that we thought it would. I'm not very happy with this, and I know a couple of you aren't either. I am planning on doing something like this. I really like the idea of starting an SMP. If you're interested, then follow me and we'll do something together. And the 2 or 3 of them came with me and we started Truly Bedrock together. And there you go. That's the story of how it all came to be. Okay, so what else we got? What's your preferred sheep colour? That's the favourite question in disguise. You're not having it. Sweet Dreams Mustard Cup says, what colour do you use the most? What kind of food makes you happy? What kind of music calms you down? What kind of drink brightens your day? Now, there you go. That is perfect, because although they're technically favourite questions, you've given context to the questions, so I can answer those. I can actually go, yeah, well, that makes sense to me, so I can give you an answer to those. That's a really good way of asking favourite questions. So let me go through this again. What colour do I use the most? No, see, that one's not as good as the other ones. I don't know what colour I probably use the most. Probably black more than anything, because it goes with most things. What kind of food makes you happy? Well, comfort food for me is things like a good old steak pie, or ham, egg and chips, or just something traditional like a Sunday dinner, something easy. Even like kids dinner food like nuggets and chips, something like that just makes me happy. I can just sit and eat that when I'm just having a rubbish day and I just need something easy and I'm not trying to be good or healthy or anything like that. I just can sit and eat. See, something like that. Or when you go to I haven't been to a restaurant since before lockdown, but yeah, when you go to a restaurant and you're having a cheat day, or you don't care about what you're ordering, it's a special occasion, or you're just letting yourself go for a couple of days, then a nice steak pie, as long as it's a proper pie and not a stew with a hat on, then yeah, a nice steak pie or something like that, or bangers and mash, yeah, something like that, basically. What kind of music calms you down? I quite like things like Christina Perri. That's quite good for chilling out too. I quite like I used to have an album years ago called the Chill Out album, and the stuff that was on that was really good. I can't remember the name of most of the bands that were on there now though, but Cafe Del Mar and things like that I used to listen to a long time ago. I haven't listened to anyone like that for a long time, but yeah, that sort of stuff I guess would calm me down. And what kind of drink brightens your day? A drink to brighten your day? Well, I drink a lot of coffee, so probably coffee. I don't really drink a great deal in terms of alcohol, and the occasional stream juice on Duckshot, but that doesn't happen very often. I don't even have any in the house at the minute. What is your preferred sheep colour? White. Does your kids play Minecraft? Not really, no. Oliver's really into Mario and all things Mario at the minute, and Jack's, well, he does occasionally, but not very much. He's into more mature games now. He plays a lot of Hearts of Iron 4 and things like that. He's into strategy games. Have you ever picked a magenta book in the seesaw on Jupiter? What? No. You don't get them on Jupiter. Plonker, they're from Venus. Wazzock. Foxy, when do you think the new server will be up? Are you talking about the new VIP server, Lofty? I was hoping that the next version of Minecraft Bedrock that all of these betas are being thrown out for would be opening up in the next couple of weeks. I was hoping that a couple of weeks ago. I would very much like to do it in time with that, so that I can put all of the add-ons on fresh and updated for the latest version of Minecraft, rather than putting up a new server and then having to update everything again. If that takes any more than the next couple of weeks, then we'll just throw up the new server anyway. But if it happens within the next couple of weeks, then we'll do it when that comes out. So it'll probably be 2 or 3 days after the update comes out. What's your real job? Says Dodge Viper. Hang on. 1 moment, please. It is this now. This is my real job now. I do still do a little bit of working on. I used to be in sales and service of machinery, and now I do a little bit of service work on machinery on the side. Although I've only done like 3 of them since March. So yeah, this is my full-time job pretty much now. I enjoy manual fishing in Minecraft, especially early game. Do you have anything grindy that you enjoy in the game? Digging. I like going mining. I find mining, when I've got the time for it, relaxing. You can put a podcast on or some music in the background, and you can just, mining's always just going to be there for you, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's sometimes, yeah, you can just go mining. Yeah, mining. So how and when your Minecraft journey started? For example, we bought Xbox. Oh, hang on a minute. Doug, want to come back in? Come on. Do you enjoy doing whatever it was you did out there? Right, what was we saying? How did my Minecraft start? Long story. Basically, my what is now my eldest son at the time was watching a lot of YouTube videos. I played Minecraft before that, but he used to watch a lot of like Stampy Longnose and people like that on YouTube, and I wanted to be able to do that for him. I had the means to be able to record videos already because I was into music production, recording music, so I thought I'd give it a go, and I really enjoyed doing it, so that's how all that got started. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom now because I'm way behind with the chat. You should introduce Jack to Command & Conquer. I did, although I think I wish he would have liked it more than he did. Command & Conquer was definitely one of my favourite games growing up, and yeah, I really wanted him to just love it as much as I did, but he wasn't remotely interested, really, if I'm being honest. What are you doing, dog? Where are you? Where have you gone? What are you doing? What are you doing? On your bed? Sneaking about over there. Who do you think you are? Hey, sneak? Silajul says, when is the Little No Tail album coming out? I was thinking the other day, actually, I really want to do some more. I'm really in the mood for recording music at the minute. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time to do it. But I've got some, I've got some ideas. I just need to find time to do it. I love making music. It's one of my favourite things to do. Hanku says, bit late now, but would basalt look good in your path to match the mountain you built it? I think basalt's a little bit too dark and off colour to be mixed in with all this sort of stuff. It might look okay. I just feel like it would probably, maybe not. But yeah, it's too late now. I'm not going around destroying the other path just to try and squeeze in yet another block. I think this path's probably noisy enough as it is already. How do you get into mod making? Add-ons are not really mods, as daft as it sounds. A lot of people seem to think that when you do add-ons, you're modding the game. You're not. You're working with predefined structures that the Mojang team basically allow you to work with, and you're using their systems that they have documentation on that you can basically just copy and paste and adjust the game to how you want to do it. It takes a little bit of learning and getting used to understand what you can and you can't do with it and what the limitations are, but it's really not a particularly complex or difficult thing to do. And in terms of coding it, it's all written in JSON, which is the structures given into you in all of the like what they call templates and things like that anyway, so you've just got to copy and paste it, and yeah, it's really not that difficult to do. Any more? Who's Jason and how does he help make add-ons? He is a kind of... It's not really... difficult to explain that one, Shep. Who is Jason and what has he been doing with your add-ons? I don't know. What does SMP stand for? It stands for Super Magical Practices, and it's basically because most of us here, like, are in our spare time, we either practice witchcraft or some of us have taken up wizardry, which, I mean, not many people actually realise that's something you can do. A lot of people just think it's a fake, a load of mumbo jumbo and stuff. We don't get involved in voodoo or things like that because that's just a little bit too, you know, off the wall. I mean, there's a lot of dark stuff going on with that, but yeah, generally speaking, and we end up getting together and just talking about it while we play Minecraft together. So yeah. Sloy is very voodoo. Yeah, well, we don't talk about Sloy. I need more gravel, mate. Jason is Jeff's brother. No, not Jeff. Anyone but Jeff. Exactly what Shepard said. Someone made a guy with a pupfish brain and you say it's all mild magic. What is the best way to get players to join your realm? I run a survival realm with about 15 players that role builders need to avoid idiots. I would not have a clue how to start something like that without content creators. Being a content creator, you're advertising yourself to the world. And obviously people can then go, oh, that person makes content, I can invite them to my thing. I have no idea. I've never been involved in online gaming at all until I started doing YouTube. I had no idea how it worked. I never had Xbox friends or PlayStation friends or anything like that. The whole idea of it just completely confused me. I had no idea how any of it worked. And it wasn't until starting to do YouTube and people asking me, do I want to join their game, or do I want to do this, or do I want to do that I started actually playing things with people online. The only things I'd ever done like that before was like the odd Call of Duty multiplayer and things like that, where you would just be thrown into random matches with random people you've never heard of before. But yeah, that was it. I had no idea how any of that stuff worked. In fact, most of the time I still don't. Speaking of pushing free terrain, what happened to Killer Drone? You'll have to ask Killer Drone that. I really don't know. I think he just wanted to go and focus on what he did best, and I think being part of this was just not what he had in his plans for going forward in the future. So I don't know. Never had a conversation with him to be honest about it. He let us know that he was leaving, and that's all. That's all we know. All we know. Don't want to pry on other people's business personally, and I'm not one for gossip. But did you hear about Sally the other night in the pub? Oh, you wouldn't believe what Sally was doing. Oh, by heck, she had him on the table. On the table he was playing his bingo, and he nearly won. If he'd have got that one more line on line 36, he would have won. Line 36 in bingo. Yeah, it says Japanese bingo he was playing. Oh, very good. No, it's rubbish. Can't read the numbers. The players I have is a solid group that we have met on different realms, and that got, yeah. Foxy, who did that Geraldine's voice? It was so angelic and majestic. What Geraldine's voice? Geraldine can't talk, she's got subtitles. I don't know what you mean. Have you lot been teaming up with Lofty to make up stories about Big Chicken and Geraldine? First they're apparently on the moon, and now Geraldine can speak? Nonsense. If money was no object, what would be your perfect holiday? Ooh, crikey. Okay. I don't like sitting around. I can't stand being bored. So I would probably do my perfect holiday. We would probably spend 2 or 3 days at a ski resort doing some skiing. And then we'd probably go to a beach and I'd do some water skiing, wakeboarding, power kiting, that sort of thing, maybe some kite surfing. Then we'd probably go to the mountains and then go for some hikes and some walks around some mountains and stuff like that. I'd probably be absolutely exhausted by this point. So I then probably want to have just a couple of days in a nice old town somewhere, chilling out, drinking some nice light beers in the sun, not too hot, just nice heat so you're not too warm, maybe somewhere relatively northern Europe to do that, and then probably just go back to the beach just to top up my tan and just get the last bit of the sun. No, it's rubbish, can't read the numbers. Foxy Don't Tell 2020, thanks Mike. I hope you're writing all these quotes down. I really want a quote book sent in to me at some point. You should try lift foils, Foxy. They're fun. I haven't done any stuff like that for years, but I absolutely love doing things like that. I think she spoke in season 0. I don't think so. That's oddly specific. Well, he wanted an answer of what I'd like to do. There you go. If you could come to the States, where would you want to go? Says Mark. I'd like to go back to the Rockies, Colorado and all that sort of stuff. Steamboat was nice to go there. I don't really know America all that well. I'd like to visit most of it, to be honest. I'd love to do a road trip. I'd absolutely love to do a road trip. But yeah, I mean, no offense to America, but it's pretty much there's a lot to it, isn't it? I'd like to see all of the sites in America. I'd like to go to the Grand Canyon, all that sort of stuff, but just touristy stuff, really. I'd like to go to California and Miami and see the beach. I'd like to go to LA. I'd like to go to New York. I'd like to go to all of the places, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't feel quite as exotic these days with it being, the world being so small compared to what it used to be like. It just feels like another place. You see so much of it on the TV, it's like you've already been there. So I think I'd rather go more exotic places like rainforests and stuff like that and get to know a different part of the world that you don't see every day. Someone pulling up Lofty for photoshopping that picture of Big Chicken on the moon. Lofty says, I don't know how to Photoshop. And Silajul saying, probably why we noticed it's fake. Wow, amazing. There's a lot of America and it's all over the place, as Nixified, yeah. Plod says, I've been working from home since COVID hit and used to cycle to work. I need to get back to having some regular exercise. What do you do for exercise? Well, at the moment, very little. My favourite kind of exercise is bike riding and swimming. I haven't been swimming, obviously, since COVID. Not that I think the pool water would probably be quite safe because it's got so much chlorine in it. I doubt COVID would be able to live in it, but the changing rooms are the problem. So yeah, I haven't been swimming for a very, very long time, which the kids are both missing as well. They keep asking me when we're going swimming again, and obviously can't tell them when because we don't know. Yeah, and bike riding is just one of those things. It's just difficult to find the time to do, especially now we've got Puppy as well. I could go out and leave her for half an hour and go and ride my bike, but there's always seems to be something else to do. So, but yeah, they're my favourite forms of exercise. And apart from, like, although I don't do it for exercise because I haven't done it for years, but I used to love kite surfing and power kiting. So if I had the opportunity to do those every day, or even just surfing, then that would probably be my main form of exercise. But unfortunately, where I live, we've got a good area for kite surfing, but we don't have a very good area for surfing, and I don't have any of the equipment anymore. Healthcare is there if you can afford it. Nothing is free. What's cheap isn't good. What? I'm very confused. My favourite type of exercise is... But Foxy, you don't have favourites. You don't... Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's basically because there's so many types of exercise I don't like. It's easy to pick my favourites, because there's only a couple of times I do. Royal Sig says, I love swimming, but only go when on holiday. Got on the bike the other day for the first time in 35 years. I love bike riding. I absolutely love it. But you've got to go different places. If you do the same bit every time, it's boring. Foxy moves the mouse to the left and then to the right. He clicks. Exercise complete. That's right, Mark. Absolutely. Mike. On cheat day, he doesn't click. His mouse clicks for him. Would you consider yourself an active person? No, not very much. I'd love to be, but I'm just not. I've got myself into habits where I'd spend most of my day sat in front of the computer, wishing I was doing more exercise, but not actually doing it. I'm deep down quite lazy when it comes to things like that, and I have to push myself to do those things. So no, not really. I would be if I had people to do it with. If I was in a group of friends that did those things every day, I'd be out there doing it all the time, but I don't have a group of friends that are into any of those things, so I'd be doing it all on my own, which is hard to get the motivation to do. Jackstar says, I split my finger in half and drove past my closest hospital to go to the next state. The full cost out of... What? I'm really confused. Can you make a download of your custom banners by itself? What custom banners? What custom banners? I don't do anything with banners. I don't do banners, mate. I don't know what you're talking about. Right, speaking of I don't know what you're talking about, it must be just about time for me to hit that roll credits button and for me to say that I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Do you know what? I wasn't 100% feeling back to being happy and sorted out when I started this live stream. I was feeling good enough, but you guys have really, really lifted my spirits today. You've made me feel really, really good. I've had a really good laugh. You've made me very happy. So I'd just like to give you an extra big thank you today. So yeah, thank you ever so much, and thank you lot more than normal for being here, supporting me, and for raising my spirits as well. So very much appreciated, and thank you very much for the 460 bits there, Hanku. I don't know if that's a reference to something or just the amount you happen to spam into your keyboard, but I really do appreciate it. Rad there, cheering 200 bits, amazing. Thanks, guys. And if your name is on the list of credits and people's, thank you as well. Oh yes, my favourite song before the end of the stream. It's wonderful. It's like little bits of silk being wrapped around my eardrums and soothingly caressed on them, massaging them. Oh, it's beautiful. Yes. You've managed to cheer me up before my extended weekend, says Quantum Reveries. Good, I'm glad. Right, peeps. Oh my goodness me, the credit is very long. We have to wait a while. Even Jessie B can't be bothered to stick around and wait. She's gone, look. We'll be there in a minute. Best credit song ever. There we go, we're at the bottom. Jack's dad there, taking his time to follow up. Right, thank you very much. I'll see you all in the next one. Don't forget, it's stream day on Saturday. I'm streaming first on Saturday. Be there or be cube-shaped, because it's Minecraft, and that's better than saying be square.